Mecca rings a bell for most people when we are talking about somewhere that attracts people on a big scale. Other than being a city, in order to get to the bottom of what Mecca means, we must go back to ancient times when the ritual known as Hajj came into being. For Muslims, the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca is an essential part of their religion, with every able bodied, financially capable person required to make the journey. In Islamic belief, the Kaaba in Mecca was the first house of worship and was built by Abraham and his son Ishmael to establish worship of the one God. According to historical sources, the Kaaba in Mecca has been a site of worship and pilgrimage since ancient times. By Muhammad's era, however, idol worship had become the dominant practice, and the holy house in Mecca was housing countless idols. The advent of Islam meant that the Kaaba was rid of idols, the original monotheistic vision of Abraham restored. The Hajj is an annual event which takes place in the last month of the Islamic calendar. Before modern times, the journey to undertake Hajj was an arduous one, not without risk. Pilgrims often traveled thousands of miles with pilgrimage caravans on the backs of animals, as well as on foot, enduring challenging conditions posed by weather and bandit highwaymen. It is customary among Muslims before making their journey to settle any debts they have, and more importantly, ask family and friends to forgive any trespass they may have committed. The Hajj rituals begin when Muslims enter a state of purity known as ihram. Muslims enter this state after a cleaning ritual, putting on pilgrim garb in the form of simple white cloth and proclaiming that they have come in response to God's call. Throughout the 5 days, pilgrims move between different locations in Mecca, beginning and ending with circumambulating the Kaaba 7 times. After performing their first round of circumambulation and prayers at the Kaaba, pilgrims run 7 times between Mount Safa and Mount Marwa. After this act, 3 days are spent visiting the holy places outside Mecca, where prayers are offered and time spent in the remembrance of God, and during which an animal is sacrificed in commemoration of Abraham's sacrifice. The symbolic stoning of the devil ritual is also performed over this. The pilgrimage culminates with return to the Kaaba, where the farewell circumambulation is performed before pilgrims leave Mecca. At the heart of the Hajj is repentance. The Hajj is understood in Islamic tradition as an opportunity for the believer to attain forgiveness. By fulfilling this important religious obligation, the believer shows their commitment to God. The Hajj attracts millions of Muslims annually and is one of the largest annual human gatherings in the world. Once a believer has completed the pilgrimage, he or she may add the title Hajj or Haji for males or Hajja for females to their names.